Hello, I believe we are live. If we are live at the minute, could you just write hello in the live chat so I know that you can hear me? Anyone just write hello just into the live chat. Hello, Abiba. You okay? So you can hear me, I'm assuming. Good, that's good. We've only got six people. We've only got six people in at the minute. Uh, we're just going to wait for 5 minutes to see who comes into the live stream. But in the meantime, I've got a task for you to do on the board. Now, I know that the sound wasn't very good quality last week. I watched the video back. Unfortunately, I'm using my personal laptop to do this, and the speakers aren't the best on it. I did buy a microphone, but unfortunately, I left the microphone at home. So whenever I speak, I'm going to try and do it here so that you can hear me better. While we wait for people to come in to the live stream, we're getting 12 now, that's good. While we wait for people to come in, here is your starting task. It's going to be hard to talk here all the while. The starting task is thinking about what we did last week. What is pathetic fallacy? What is pathetic fallacy? And can you give me some examples? Hi, Mirage. Hello, everyone. Hello, IH. How are you? If you could think about pathetic fallacy, we covered it last week. What is it? Give me a definition in the live chat, and then give me some examples if you can. It will come up today. We'll give it 4 more minutes and we'll see who logs on. Yes, I'm very well. Thank you for asking. So, who can remember what is pathetic fallacy, and can you give me some examples? Hello, Stefana. You all right? My additional laptop so that I can see who's writing. What is pathetic fallacy? Turn the sound off that. What is pathetic fallacy? And can you give me some examples? Gloomy. Yes, but that's more just the kind of adjective, isn't it? I want an explanation. What is it? Recap, please. Sharon, well done. The weather affects your feelings. Sort of. Can you hear me now? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Hello. You can hear me. Good. Thank you. I'll try and, like I said, I've been having problems with sound on this laptop. I did buy a microphone, but I haven't brought it with me today. So I will try and talk as close to the laptop as I can. Uh, Definitions of pathetic fallacy. We've had a good one from Jaren. Is there any others? Hi, is that Zachariah again? It doesn't necessarily mean how the character feels. It can be more than that, but what? Okay, we're going to give it about another 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and then we'll start up the main session for today. Yeah, that works. That's a really good example. Any more? Okay, 1 more minute. 1 more minute, and we'll go into our lesson. Uh, like raindrops, that would be a simile. So that wouldn't, I mean, you are using the weather, raindrops, but that is comparing it to something else. Yeah, the weather is showing how you feel, but it's not just about one character. It doesn't have to just be about one character. Anything else? Good morning. If it is a good morning, what would the weather be like? Brilliant. Fantastic answer again. It was a beautiful sunny day. The children were playing cheerfully on the playground. Yes, good. Okay, we've got 17 children in the chat. Hopefully, we'll get a few more later, but I am going to start now. So I'll just take this starter task down, but bear in mind what pathetic fallacy is because we will need it today when we do our main task. Now, last week in our lesson, we talked a little bit about the different features on the writing rainbow. And then we built some sentences using those features. Now, that's important. It's important to build good sentences, and it's important to build good language. But we do it for a purpose. The reason that we build good sentences and the reason that we build good language is so that we can use them in a piece of writing, such as such as a story. So we build good sentences so that we can use them in a story. The purpose of a story is to entertain the person who reads it. Can you think of any more reasons why you might write something? I want to know the purpose of writing. Think about things you might have to write every day, write at school or write at home. Why do we write? I want some ideas. I've given you one story. We might write a story. What else could we write? What else might we need to write? What ideas have we got? A letter. Fantastic. Yes, a letter. Yes, we write letters. That's brilliant. Anything else? Oh, a diary. Fantastic. Yes, a diary. We might write in a diary, a book, yeah. So that could be, and that could be lots of different things. A book, couldn't it? We could be have a story book, but we could have something else. Poem. Well done, Rare. Purpose of a poem again is to entertain, but it can also be based on emotions. So poems can make you happy, they can make you scared, they can make you sad. Same with stories. What else have we got? Yeah, a notice. So a note or a notice. Yeah. What would an electronic version of a letter be? An electronic version of a letter. We use these more than letters these days. I remember when I was a child, we'd always send letters. My grandparents lived quite far away, and so we'd always send them letters. But now we don't have to do that. Email, yeah, email. Fantastic. Email. Messages, yeah, like on your phone, text messages. Any other purposes for writing? Any others? So we've had text, email, phone call. You wouldn't necessarily write a phone call because you're speaking. You might transcribe it, which is when people are talking, you write what they say. But a phone call is spoken, isn't it? What else have we got? Yeah, you could write on social media. News, absolutely. So let's get those social. News, so you can have online news, you can have newspapers. Yeah, WhatsApp, that'd be kind of with your messaging, wouldn't it, with text messages? Anything else? You might write in the Zoom chat. In fact, you're writing in this chat now, although this is mainly words, not full sentences. Word typing, so typing things up maybe. What about purpose, though? Think about purpose. What other purposes are there? We've got story, which is fiction. Can we think of any non-fiction pieces of writing? We've got email, letter, any other non-fiction pieces of writing you can think of? I mean, you can add a caption to pictures, Zachariah. So there you would need a sentence. Reminders, yeah. So you might write a note to yourself. Caption, yeah. Shopping list. Oh, brilliant. Shopping list, live chat, yeah. What about when you're going to cook something? What about when you're going to cook something? What do you need? Or if you're going to do a science experiment, what would you need? Recipe. You would need a recipe, and there needs to be something that goes with that recipe. A list of something. Anybody know? A cookbook, yeah, yeah. You could have the whole cookbook. But what sort of sentences are in there? You need a list of ingredients. You're right. Well, what do we call those sentences that appear in recipes? They're kind of they tell you what to do. They use imperative verbs. They're a little bit bossy. Um, Such as put. They use words like put, fetch, get, mix. Instructions. Yes, well done. Instructions. I saw as well. We had menus. What reasons are there for writing? If you were going to send a letter, if you were going to send an email, why write? Why do we write? What's the point? What reasons are there to write? Yep, social media, Zach, Instagram, to inform. Yeah, we can inform. We can tell people some information. That's a great one. What else? Just mail. Yeah, we can send people mail so we can communicate. Fantastic. What are the reasons to describe? That would go with art fiction, wouldn't it? To describe so we can put a picture in the person who's reading's head. Good. Communicate. Yeah. Ingredients. Lovely. Yeah. Okay, we'll pause it there. The point is, there are lots of reasons to write. You know, when I first came to this school to get the job, I had to write a CV and an email letter to the head teacher, and it was important that my writing was really strong so that I would be considered for the job. There are lots and lots and lots of reasons. There's reaching out to family, talking to people who live far away. There's entertaining, like I said. There's scaring if you're writing horror. There's if you're writing comedy, writing jokes to amuse. You can get joke books. There are lots of reasons to write, and that is why it's so important to develop that language, and why last week we looked at sentences. Now today we are going to write again, and we are going to use some of those lenses that we used before, but we're going to do it for a purpose today. We're not just going to be writing individual sentences. We are going to be writing one of these. And I mentioned it earlier, so I'm just going to get rid of the rest. Today, we are going to be building a story. It's going to be a adventure story. There's going to be a little bit of suspense in it, and we're going to try and get through as much as we can in today's lesson with the story. Now, this lesson is a short lesson. We only really have an hour up until 12. I know we went over last week. We might go over this week. But I just want to remind you that on Monday, the Monday that's coming, the 1st of February, we are going to be doing, me and Mr. Jordan, a 24-hour live stream. I'm going to be doing another story lesson in that, which will be a bit longer and more comprehensive. So if you enjoy this story lesson, tune in for that one. No need to apologize. It's fine. It's good you're here. I'll be doing a story lesson in the 24-hour. Just to mention on that, we've raised £1,400 so far. So that's 12 devices that we can give out to families that don't have them in our local community. So I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who's donated so far, anybody who's shared the campaign on GoFundMe, anyone who's been involved. Obviously, Mr. Jordan and I are going to be very tired on the day, but it's going to be worth it if it means that we can get those devices out to people who can't access the work. So please, on Monday, tune in. You don't have to watch the whole 24 hours. I'm not going to go back and watch the whole 24 hours. But on the Anglesey Twitter, we will be posting what lessons are coming up at different times, and you can tune in for those lessons. I'm not expecting anybody to stay up really late watching me. It will be saved onto YouTube, and you'll be able to watch it throughout the week. That does mean, year two, that on Monday and Tuesday, there won't be reading and literacy lessons on the system, because I'm going to be here teaching them anyway. So what you can do in lieu of that is come onto the live stream, support the live stream, and do as much as you can. And for that, if you have a YouTube account, it would be great if you could subscribe to the Anglesey. I sound like a real YouTuber, don't I? Like and subscribe. I'm making myself laugh. That's bad. Subscribe if you can. We've got just over 800. We need 1,000 subscribers. If we have 1,000 subscribers, it means that in the live stream, we can use 2 cameras, which will be excellent, because I'm going to be doing a cooking lesson. And it would be really good if I could take you on my phone to do the cooking. List of ingredients will go up for that. Anyway, that's enough about 24-hour live stream. Let's focus on today's lesson. We're going to build a story. Then we're going to do a bit of good news at the end, because there's so much bad news around at the minute. I want to hear some good news. So we'll have a little chat at the end about good news. But to start off, we're going to build a story. So, first paragraph. The first paragraph will focus around a character description. Now, today's story, as we build it, we're going to write this one together. So I'm just going to give you a minute, because what you need is either a Word document open, or you need a pen and paper, pencil and paper, something to write on. I'm going to give you a minute to get that. I'll stop talking for a minute. Go and get it now. Get ready, because we're all going to be writing today. We're going to write together. You're coming to school tomorrow, Zachariah. What's that? Hello, Aisha. Hello, Akamji. You okay? 30 seconds, get a Word document open, get ready, we're going to start writing. You haven't got Word, don't worry. I mean, well, you should all have Word because you've all got email addresses. And if you log in, you've all got Word, access to Word. But if you can't get on it quick, pen and paper will do. 20 seconds, come on. uh, good. I'm glad you're looking forward to building a story. I hope that you will share some of your ideas with us, Jessica. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Counting to 10. Oh, you counting down the time for me. Sorry. Yes. Okay, let's get started. Hopefully, you've got something to write on. Right. The first paragraph is a character description, but it also needs to introduce the story. So we're going to be using several features here. We are going to be using this one. And we are going to be using this one. Now, the writing rainbow and the features are really good for building a story or building a piece of work. However, it takes a long time to do it because it's sentence by sentence. We don't have that much time today, so I am going to use the writing rainbow lenses, but I'm going to use something else called boxing clever, where we look at it a paragraph at a time and rewrite it that way. So the features we're using for this starting paragraph is pathetic fallacy and the basics. We need to develop a character, a central character for our story. So the first paragraph is both an introduction to the story and a character description. Now, in your own time, you can use this video to build your own story and choose your own character. But today, since again, we've got limited time, I'm going to give you a character and we're going to build it together and you're going to write your sentences down. I chose 4 characters here that we could perhaps look at. There's a king, there's a queen, there's a warrior princess, and there is a... This story today, we are going to focus on writing about the prince. So we're going to write about the prince. To do that, we need to introduce the story first. So we're going to build one sentence that introduces the story. And we're going to use this to do so. You can choose the name for your character, but I would like you to start the story with pathetic fallacy. Let me show you how I would do it. Picked a random name there, but here's how I have used pathetic fallacy. One beautiful sunny day, there lived a brave prince called or named Simon. I've started the story off, and I want all of our stories to start off on a really nice sunny day because we're going to change it later. We're going to change that later, but for now, I want you to write a sentence, write it on your paper first, start the story with pathetic fallacy. Please don't start it with once upon a time, okay? Don't start it with that. Could we keep the comments sensible or I will have to remove them, please? I don't want to see that. Build your first sentence, base it around the weather, nice, beautiful day, streaming sunlight, that kind of thing. Get a really happy sentence. And at the end of it, there lived a prince and give them a name. Get your sentence down, 1 minute, type it into the chat. First sentence, off we go. You can type your ideas into the live chat as well, so we can share them. Use really nice weather. Start the story. One shining, beautiful morning, one hot summer's day, that kind of thing. If you don't have paper, just for now, you can start building in the live chat. So all of your ideas, just type it into the live chat, okay? One beautiful sunny day. Yeah, that one's the one I went for. Can you think of a different one? One beautiful sunny day we've got. Can we think of any more? One hot, beautiful day. Yeah, we could change one of the words. Stunning day, peaceful day, calm day. What else could we have? Don't apologize for being late. It's fine. One sunny, shiny day. Yeah. One shining. You could even just say the sun shone down upon the kingdom where a brave prince lived, and then give us the name. Maya, if we keep posting that, I will have to block you from the chat. Okay, and we will pause there. Hopefully, you got something down, a good idea to start with, because now we're going to build our character description, and that is where we will need the basics. The basic that we're going to use today is adjectives to describe. And when we describe a character, we do it in three ways. We talk about the character's appearance. So we talk about what they look like. Oh, fantastic. A nice spring day. One gloomy night. We're not starting gloomy. We're starting bright and happy. One magnificent, sunny, bright day. There lived a young, handsome prince named Kion. Is that Kion? Fantastic. That's a really good sentence. Well done. Right. Looking at character, then, there's three things we look at. We look at the character's appearance. So, what does the prince look like? And that's not just, their smile, their eyes. It's also what they're wearing, everything about their appearance. Then we talk about likes and dislikes. We talk a little bit about what the character likes or what he doesn't like. Finally, we talk about his personality and we say how his personality is shown. So let's start with appearance. Let's think about this character here. What does he look like? Can we have some words, some adjectives and nouns? Some pairs of adjectives. Pairs of adjectives and nouns. For example, brown hair. Very simple. Brown is the adjective, hair is the noun. Can you give me any more? Blue eyes. Think about what he's wearing, what he might be carrying. We're going for what he looks like, not how he feels, what he looks like. Long cape. Yeah, long cape. Go for long. Long cape. What else? Shiny red robe. Love it. Shiny red robe. Shiny red robe. Long cape. Yeah, dark tan skin. Yeah. What else? Think about the things that he might be carrying. Very happy. That's an emotion. Red clothes. Yeah, but let's think about specifics. Which bit of his clothes? Large golden crown, big golden crown. I'm going to use the word large. Large golden crown. It doesn't matter. It's a good idea. What else have we got for appearance? A blue belt. Yeah, he could be wearing a blue belt. Or what might it be made out of? What might the belt be made out of? We could describe it that way. Sharp sword. Love it. Sharp sword. Leather. Leather. Yes, leather belt. Wonderful. Great idea. Yeah, he's wearing a leather belt. He's got a shining sword, a large crown. He's wearing a long red royal robe. Bit of alliteration there. Great. What else? Leather, leather boots. Maybe they're made of something else. Large boots. We've got the word large. Can we think of different words, different, more exciting language? Shiny crown. We've got the crown up there. Big sword. A big sword. Yeah, he could have a big. Well, we've got long, haven't we? No, sharp. We've got sharp. But we've already got the word long. Uh, Curly. Wow. Let's add that to mine because it's better than mine. So brown, brown curly hair, shiny crown. Yes. Black shoes. We could go on the color. Yeah. Okay. Lots of description there. Let's move over to likes and dislikes. Think about Prince. What might a Prince like? What might a Prince not like? Let's try and make this character a kind character. What might he like? What might he dislike? Give me some. Royal, yeah. I'll put the word royal in there. It's good. There, I've put the word royal up because I think that's a good descriptive word. But what about what does he like? What does this prince like to do? He likes helping people. Okay, so he likes helping people. What else does he do? He doesn't like cruel people. No, he doesn't like cruel people. What else? He doesn't like mud. Okay, so he doesn't like getting dirty. Dislikes mud. What else? He likes flowers. Okay, he likes flowers. And that is where you can get really specific in your story. You don't just say he likes flowers. You could choose his favorite flower. So you could say the prince loved flowers, but his favorite was the red rose. He loved the look and the delicate perfume of the flower. So you could go into more detail. What else have we got? Making people happy. So maybe he's funny. He likes entertaining people. What else? What else? He likes being handsome. That is a funny one. I like that one. Yeah, he likes how he looks. Yeah, I'm going to put that up. He likes being handsome. He likes the way he looks. What else? Being brave. Yeah, he likes being brave. What doesn't he like? What doesn't he like? What doesn't he like? This prince, a clown and a helpful person. What doesn't he like? We've got a lot. We've got quite a few likes. What doesn't he like? This prince. He doesn't like traitors. Wow, that is a great word. Yeah, he doesn't like traitors, people who betray the royal crown. Yeah, traitors. Okay, wow. Great idea. What else? Lies. He doesn't like lies. Oh, I'm getting to know this character. It's great. He doesn't like lies. He doesn't like rain. Well, if he doesn't like getting dirty, he might not like getting wet either. So he doesn't like rain. He doesn't like dirty clothes. No, he always has to have them washed, doesn't he? What else? Oh, he doesn't like sweets. He doesn't like sweets because the sugar gets all over his teeth and they get sticky. Doesn't like sweets, this prince. What else doesn't he like? Oh, I like rain, especially on a hot day. If it rains, it's really nice. He doesn't like mice. He's scared. So that could be a fear. That could be something worse than a dislike. He could have a fear of mice. And if you introduce that he has a fear early in the story, you can use that fear later on when we get to the problem. Okay, that's enough on likes and dislikes. Let's get to personality. Let's get some words about his personality. I'll give you one. Kind. He's a kind prince. What else? Brave, bold, tough. Love it. What else? We've got kind, we've got brave, we've got bold, we've got tough. What else? What else is he like? A great man, leader, a great leader, like it. What else is he like? That's what he doesn't like. I'm talking about his personality now. What's his personality? He's kind, he's brave, he's bold, he's tough, he's a great leader. What's his personality like? Gentle. Wow, what a word. He can be gentle. If he's gentle, he might be something else. Gentle. If he's gentle, what else might he be? I'm not sure how you could be toys. Generous, yeah. Generous. Just for people who've just come in, we're describing a prince. It's going to be the main character of our story. Right, we're going to pause there. We have got three boxes here: appearance, likes and dislikes, and personality. We've got three boxes: likes and dislikes, appearance, and personality. And we're going to use that to make three sentences. One, all about his appearance. Another one, all about his likes and dislikes. And another one, all about his personality. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to try and create sentences out of that. I'll give you a quick model to start with. I'll tell you what I would write, and then you give it a go. You could probably do better than me. Type your ideas into the live chat, but also try and write some down on your story itself. It's good for us to share because then we can steal little bits of each other's ideas, which is called magpieing, and it's really good for sharing. So, appearance. I might say the prince was tall, handsome, and had a long royal cape, full stop. On to likes and dislikes. He liked to help people and loved the smell of roses. But he didn't like liars and traitors, full stop. Then I'll go on to personality. He was a kind, comma, brave, comma, and thoughtful leader, full stop. I've built three sentences. Let me have another go. Let me have another go. Ooh. The prince had brown curly hair and the biggest smile in the world. Appearance. Personality, he was a great leader and very generous, full stop. Likes and dislikes, he didn't like the rain or getting dirty, full stop. You have a go. Write me three sentences: one appearance, one likes and dislikes, and one personality. I'm going to give you 4 minutes and I'll be reading the live chat to see what we come up with. He likes bananas, they make him strong. A bit like spinach, Popeye. He liked spinach, it made him strong. Yes, we're talking about a prince. We're talking about this guy here. So write me three sentences: one about appearance, one about likes and dislikes, and one about his personality. Feisty is a great word. Use it in your sentence. Being fierce is great too. Use that in your sentence. Personality. He likes cake. That's fine. He does not like the snow. Explain it. He doesn't like the snow because it turns to ice and he doesn't like the feeling of falling over. Explain it. Give more detail. Let's see. One hot sunny day, there was a handsome prince. He had brown curly hair. He has a leather belt. He is kind and, don't forget, and they're funny. He likes his parents and his people and hates traitors. Lots of good ideas in there. Just work on that grammar a little bit. Make sure you don't put and when you need a full stop, but that is a great idea. Great little paragraph. About 2 more minutes. Try and get those ideas down. Try and write some sentences. And then we're going to move on to the second paragraph. Very determined. Yeah, that is great. Determined. Use it. Use it in a sentence. Tell me how he's determined. What does he do that shows he's determined? The prince was very tall and skinny with a long stripy cape, shiny sword, and a jeweled crown. Zachariah, I think you've beaten my sentences. Well done. Keep it up. Go on to likes and dislikes personality. The prince has blue shiny eyes with brown curly hair. Love the word with in there, joining it together. Well done. One glorious spring day, the prince with a spear and a leather belt jumped in front of the baddies. Don't go into action yet. That's later on. Try and stay away from action. This is a description. The prince is bold, brave, tough, and a great leader. Good use of those words. Well done. There was a handsome, loving prince. Brilliant. Yeah, that's got two in there. I mean, handsome would be looks, loving would be personality. He is rather, I'm going to do that in a gentleman voice. He was rather a gentleman. He was rather a gentleman. I love the word rather. Crazy, weird, rich, and funny. I mean, maybe he's a bit bizarre. He likes skiing. Yeah. He adores red roses and people that are loyal. Yes, wonderful. What doesn't he like then, Zach? Going to go for another minute. Try and get those ideas down into a written paragraph so that we are building a story together. He likes princesses and saving people. What, Mr. Keeling? I don't know how to answer that, I'm afraid. He is a picture of strength. Whoa! That is absolutely brilliant. He is a picture of strength. Look at him. He is a picture of strength. Wow. He has luscious brown hair. He doesn't like mean people, but he likes helping the poor. Good. Okay. 30 seconds. He likes helping poor people. He likes to help people. However, he dislikes cruel people. Good use of the word however. He has a sword. He was a very good prince. He likes snow and he doesn't like the dirty road. Okay. Hi, Azan. 10 then. And we'll go into our next paragraph. Make sure you've got some ideas down, not just in the live chat. See if you've got some. See if you can get some ideas written down, either on Word or on here. He does not like slithery snails, wriggly worms, or stinging nettles. I like the alliteration in there. Okay, we're going to move on to paragraph 2. I hope you've got some good sentences there. Have a bit longer while I get the board ready. Okay, paragraph 2. We've talked a little bit about the prince. Now we have to introduce the opening setting. Now, the setting will change in the story, but based on how long it's taken us to do the character paragraph, I think this is going to be a 2-part live stream. So, any ideas you have today, save it because we'll have to do the paragraphs in the next live stream. Okay, but we're going to keep going for now. We're going to keep going for now. And paragraph 2, we're going to tell the reader where the prince lives. And we did this a bit in the last session. This is where the prince lives. Take a good look at that picture. Try and memorize it. Try and spot little details. Pink flowers on the trees, the turret on the castle, the light blue spires, the forest surrounding the castle, the rainbow, if you can see just there, sun shining in the distance, the bright blue sky, the fluffy clouds. Sorry if you couldn't hear me. I was just saying, look very closely at this picture. Look at the spires, the bright blue spires. Look at the flowers. Look at the rainbow. Think about everything you can see in that picture. If you have to leave, that's fine. You can watch the rest of the video once it's uploaded. Okay. When you write about that castle, I will hold the picture up so you can see it again. But for now, we're going to get some ideas. Can you suggest what lenses from the writing rainbow we are going to need to use? I've got a list of them here. Which lenses am I going to use? They're across the bottom of the board. Which ones am I going to need to describe this? I'm getting lots of description. Hold off on the description. We'll build that together. I want to know what lenses I'm using. Basics. Well done. We're going to use the basics because we're going to be using adjectives again. Adjectives to describe. What else? We could use feelings. I'm not going to, but that is one. Seeing. Seeing is one. What do we call all of those together? There's 5 of them. What do we call them? Remember last week? 5 senses. Well done. There's one more I want. There is one more lens that I want. Think about describing a setting. You have to say where things are. So, what lens do I need? We are going to include actions, but that's not going to be the key one. Not simile. We had it last time. We used this one last time. Well done. It's adverbials. Position, location. And that's how we're going to start our sentences a lot of the time. We're going to use position. So, recap, remind me, on this side of the board, I need position words. So, position words, go. You give them to me. Got these last week? Position words. Where words. Give it a go. In. What else? Come on, we had loads. At the top. Middle. Good. Keep going. Beneath. Good. What else? Surrounding. Good. What else? In the background. Background. What else? Up, near, beside. around, inside. What else? Over. Got behind. Behind. To the left, to the right. Okay. And stop. Now we're going to use the adverbs. Let me show you. First, I'm going to look at that picture. And I'm going to think, what do I see? What do I hear? What do I smell? What could I touch? What could I taste? I think since we've got trees and since it's a nice day, I can hear the birds. So I'm going to start with my position. I'm going to choose the word in. And I give my position. In the trees. I follow that adverbial with a comma. I'm going to talk directly to the reader here. I'm going to say you, second person. In the trees, you can hear birds singing. How can I make that sentence better? I've left a space. I've left a space before birds and I've left a space after singing. How can I make this better? What could I add? I'm not going to change any of the words. I'm going to add. What could I add? The. What type of words could I add? There's two types of words that I could add to make this sentence better. Melancholy is a beautiful word. Well done. Tweeting, that's changing the action. I don't want to change the action. I'm happy with singing, but I want to add a type of word after. Can anybody think of what sort of word? I don't need beside because I've got my position. I've got in the trees. I'll give you another 20 seconds and then I'll tell you what's missing. Yes, what sort of word is that, Jamal? What sort of word is that? What sort of word is beautiful? That's what I'm missing from part of it. What sort of word is beautiful? And that's the other type of word, splendidly. What type of word is that? Tell me what type of word they are. Not descriptive, there's a name for them. You're giving me words, but I want to know what words they are. What sort of word is it? I'm missing two types of words. Adjective. Yes, I'm missing an adjective. I'm missing an adjective. So I'm going to put beautiful because that came up. Beautiful birds. Singing. Then what type of word do I need? What type of word do I need? It's an ly word. You've written a few of them. They're not all ly words. I shouldn't have said that, but they are this type of word. What is it? It's not a noun. Noun is an object, like glasses. Yes, I'm missing an adverb. So give me some adverbs for how the birds were singing. How were they singing? How were the birds singing? Give me some adverbs. I think we had peacefully. What else? Joyfully. Wonderful. What else? Splendidly. Great. Anything else? I might just be a little bit behind on the chat for the moment because my other laptop has just run out of battery. Loudly, harmoniously. Whoa, Zachariah. Almost, I bet that's probably the word of the day. Softly, peacefully, sweetly. Yeah, that's great. Great words. Calmly, quietly. I'm going to go for peacefully because that was the first one we had way back. So, or at least one of the first ones we had. We might have had splendidly before that, but I'm going to go with peacefully. Right. Look at how I built my sentence. I started with a position in the trees, followed it with a comma. I introduced a sense. You can smell, you can taste, you can see, you can hear. Then I introduced the noun. The thing that you could hear was the birds, but I paired it with an adjective. Beautiful, beautiful birds. Then I did an action, what they were doing, singing, and an adverb to describe that verb. Let me show you again. I'm not going to write it this time. I'm just going to build one, and then I'll let you have a go at it. So, surrounding the castle. I need to add the noun because I need to say what it's surrounding. Surrounding the castle, comma. There's the adverbial. There's the position. Surrounding the castle, comma. You can see, second person talking to the reader, you can see thick emerald, two adjectives, trees, full stop. If I wanted to add more, I could add swaying action in the breeze. Swaying in the breeze. So I'm starting with position. I'm saying what you can see, hear, smell, taste, touch. I'm using an adjective to describe. I want you to have a go now. I'm going to show you the picture again. Look at the picture, build some sentences. Try, because this is a paragraph, to get 3 good sentences that start with position, use adjectives and adverbs if you can. The picture's coming up. You're going to have 5 minutes. Surrounding the castle would be followed with a comma. Morning, Rusty. Surrounding the castle was a beautiful town. Then you can use your sense. Surrounding the castle was a beautiful town. You could hear children playing in the streets. Above the castle, the bright sun, adjective, bright, shone, action, merrily, brightly, uh, peacefully, down onto the earth below. Yeah, sounds of magnificent animals rang out all around. Get that position in there. What sort of bushes? Green, emerald, thick, adjectives. Yeah, and if you're going to say it at night, Zach, you could say that the windows, the twinkling windows of the castle, reflected the twinkling stars in the sky. Bit of a comparison there. Good description. Yeah, it could be a nice rainbow, a beautiful rainbow, a magnificent rainbow, a majestic rainbow. Did you know rainbows are actually full circles? You can only see half of them though. Okay, I'm going to pause that there. If you need more time, you can revisit this video. If you want to go over the sentences, you can go back in this video. But I'm going to end the live stream here. We've only actually managed to do two paragraphs. I had planned one, two, three, four, five, six. I'd planned six paragraphs. We got through two of them. We haven't even got into the story yet. We've just started the opening, the description. But save it because in the next live stream, it won't be next week because next week we will be doing the 24-hour live stream. But the following week, we will do part 2 and 3 to this video. I'll do 2 live streams where we do 2 more paragraphs in each video. The next paragraph, there's going to be a change. The prince has got to go somewhere and he's going to go somewhere dark and spooky. The weather's going to change, the setting will change, the description will change. Then we're going to look at building suspense. How do we do it? Well, we'll find out. Then we'll look at the resolution paragraph. It's going to be a meanwhile paragraph where somebody comes to rescue the main character. And finally, we will do an ending, and I'm going to show you four different types of ending. Just got some really good sentences coming up. Beneath the trees, you can see a fragile, colorful butterfly flying in the beautiful courtyard. Wonderful. Surrounding the big castle, the colorful trees are swaying in the breeze slowly. Brilliant. Well done. We are going to stop there. Part 2, like I say, won't be next week. It'll be the week after the live stream, and we'll carry on building this story. So whatever ideas you've got, make sure you get them down on paper. Make sure you get them down on Word. Save them for when we come back, and we're going to be talking more about that story later. Oh, another one, good one. Outside the castle, there was a narrow path leading to the Swan's Lake. You could hear the water splashing in the blue, splendid lake where the swans were swimming. Much better than me. And a lot of S's in there, so you've got your alliteration in. Well done. I like a castle. That's good news. Right. Thank you all for watching today. Well done on some excellent sentences again. One thing I need to say, we're not getting not vast amounts of work sent to the email address at the moment. So if you could, whenever you've completed a piece of work, send it to our email address at y2@anglesey.beham.school.uk. It'll be all over the website. Please send us your work, attach it, and I will do a little video showing you how to attach Word documents, just in case you don't know. Thanks for coming, everyone, today. Bye, Azan. Bye, Zach. Bye. Bye, Naya H. Thank you. And we will see you next time. I'm not sure when we'll be back in school. I only know what the government tells us. Bye. See you all later. See you in the next live stream, part 2. Bye.